It's official, it's his show. Monday Night Rollins kicked off this week with Seth coming through the fans, literally proving he is a champion of the people. He actually stood in the ring after he, split his pants and basically said how he was going to be a fighting champion. He was going to be here every week. He was going to be a champion who wanted to be here. There was streamers, there was pyro. This felt important, and that's, I think, really crucial. I really like the fact AJ showed up here. All he wanted was to show respect to Seth. I like the fact he originally come out in his street gear, because obviously we know that he's not there to wrestle because he's on SmackDown and the brand split and everything. Of course, the Judgment Day would then come out, and in the world of kayfabe, AJ wouldn't have known that. I've got to mention the fact the crowd's reaction to Dominic potentially being the one to take the belt off of Seth was literally priceless. I now need Seth Rollins versus Dominic for the World Heavyweight title, just because the crowd would react brilliantly. And I love the fact, yes, they made a tag match for the main event, but I love the fact they tried to at least explain that Adam Pearce had to seek permission to do it. It wasn't a guaranteed thing to do. So I like that. Well, after we got the brilliant flashback tribute to Shawn Michaels and Melina by Seth and Rhea Ripley tonight in the main event, and obviously 2 curb stomps from Seth Rollins, it was AJ Styles and the new World Heavyweight Champion who was successful. Although the big question after tonight, who is Seth's first opponent? We still don't know. This is things you might have missed from Monday Night Raw. Make sure you've hit the like button. And if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button too. We had another sign on Monday Night Raw this week. Another subscribe to see wrestling, courtesy of Coaster Maniacs. Massive shout out to Coaster. It amazes me when you guys take these things to WWE event. Honestly, incredible. Thank you so much. And a massive thank you to LCW as well, who took the sign last week we showed on Things You Might Have Missed. He sent me the clearer photo, so I definitely wanted to give him his shout out too. Trish Stratus was on Raw this week, and of course she was talking about what happened with Becky Lynch. But tonight, she was rocking a giant bruise on her chin. Of course, it didn't take long for her to introduce Zoey Stark. Zoey helped Trish win at Night of Champions, coming out, repping the Thank You Trish shirt. Honestly, great. Becky Lynch will come out, and of course, the brawl was on. It's still going on. This feud, do you know what? I'm okay with this feud continuing. The way they designed it sort of feels like it needs to. Now you've got the addition of Zoey Stark added to it. And honestly, I don't know what matches we get next. Do we get Becky Zoey first? Do we do Becky Trish again? But tonight it was all about humiliating Becky Lynch again. And Trish and Zoey achieved just that. Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler won the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships tonight. They got all the pyro after winning as well, because that seems to be a new Triple H thing, and I really like that. I think the plan was for always them to win the tag team titles. Obviously, with Liv Morgan injured, we can say it, they didn't beat Liv Morgan. It was the singles match debut tonight for JD McDonough, and I've got to say, I absolutely love the little name graphic they gave JD. I love it when they sort of customize those to superstars. But JD was not interested in defeating Dolph tonight. It was all about punishing him, once again, destroying Dolph Ziggler. Now, what they've done here is they've elevated this from just a match on Raw to potentially a long-term feud for a match on a pay-per-view. And I'm okay with that. Maxine Dupree is officially a part of the Alpha Academy. Chad Gable sort of announcing that tonight. I thought that was really cool. That came after the longest shush ever. But it definitely seems now that WWE has turned the Alpha Academy face. I think it's a good thing. This happened during a segment where Imperium confronted KO and Sammy. KO losing it again. Obviously, one of the highlights of Raw recently has been Kevin Owens. This would lead to a tag match of Alpha Academy versus Imperium. I thought that was nice. Of course, the tag champs were sat at ringside too. During the match, we had Valhalla literally confront Maxine Dupree. They had a thing, was it last week on Raw? We actually saw Maxine get physical, I think, for the first time. And I like the fact she sort of credited that to Chad Gable, you know, learning from Chad in the Alpha Academy. That was a nice little touch. Yes, she did run away. I would too if a Huller was running at me. But this looks like a feud WWE are going to pursue. That's good. It would be Imperium who won the match, though. But then we would go to Kevin and Sammy, and Kevin would say, yeah, we saw, wipe the sweat from your head. And that's exactly what Giovanni Vinci did. I thought that was quite funny. Cody Rhodes would cut a really awesome promo tonight as he talked about Night of Champions and Brock Lesnar. He would reference John Cena's never give up attitude as to the reason why he didn't tap out. He didn't want to be that guy, he didn't want to quit. And then he would look directly into the camera talking to Brock and ask if Brock was satisfied. He'd list off Brock's accomplishments from ending the Undertaker's undefeated streak, but then saying he couldn't make me tap out. Really nice touch, really nice promo. Obviously, he issued an open challenge, so the feud does continue, as we said before it probably would. Third match at SummerSlam. Got to think the way they're going with this. An I Quit match, maybe? Talking of nice promos, Ronda and Shayna actually did a really good promo backstage tonight. And honestly, I think it was the best promo of Ronda Rousey's WWE career until she dropped the line at the end of, "These nuts prove it." What are you talking about? They're not nuts. I'm so confused. The Undertaker's One Dead Man show returns to the UK in July. I thought this was really nice because obviously it's around Money in the Bank. They like to do these One Dead Man shows around pay-per-views. Obviously Money in the Bank's in London. I will be going to the show. Cannot wait. Looks to be hella fun. Maybe even consider going to this Undertaker gig too. Can't wait. Ricochet qualified for Money in the Bank tonight. The first male to qualify. Very cool. Can't wait to see what he pulls out in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Ricochet defeated Miz to win his spot, and it was then Shinsuke Nakamura later on in the night who would defeat Bronson Reed to make the second qualification for Money in the Bank. We would find out, though, that Gunther would confront Riddle after we found out Riddle will get a chance to qualify, and Gunther would say to him, I want you to qualify, I want you to win, and I want you to cash in on me. Now, Gunther's the Intercontinental Champion. Obviously, the last cash-in was Theory, cashing on the US Championship. And you got to think now, WWE may be pursuing, like, opening up Money in the Bank to qualify to any championship of your choosing. It's going to divide opinion, that's for sure. Jinder Mahal, Sangha, and Veer Mahaan came to Raw tonight, and Veer went flying right off the ring apron. Everyone's talking about it. Veer Mahaan slipped. Now, it's just a slip. He just didn't grab the rope in time. It happens. Got to give him his props, though. He jumped straight back into that ring as if nothing happened, like a professional. So, hats off for that. And do you think someone in production was pulling a joke on Corey Graves? Why did they zoom in on it? I have no idea. It looked like Corey was unaware of it completely, but I wonder if production just sort of thought, hey, we'd do something wacky? I don't know. A very fun Raw. A lot of stuff for setting up, obviously, for Money in the Bank. I'll give it a very solid 7.5 out of 10. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Turn on those notifications. You'll never miss another upload. Like the video, share the video, and I'll see you as always next time. Peace!